I'm Dr. B. Krishnavedi, working as an assistant professor in Department of Mathematics, Aditya University. Today we are going to discuss about double integrals in polar coordinates. We all know that how to find out double integrals in Cartesian coordinates. Now in this, we will discuss about double integrals in polar coordinates. So at the end of this lecture, student will be able to evaluate double integrals in polar coordinates. Besides that, we'll also know that how to change the variables in double integrals. So let us move into the topic, that is a double integral in polar coordinates. So now in order to evaluate a double integral of f of r comma theta, so here the function in r theta, which we represent in two variables over the region r in polar coordinates. Here first generally we integrate with respect to r first, then with respect to theta. So hence here the double integral is given by double integral r is equal to f1 theta to f2 theta, theta 1 to theta 2, f of r comma theta dr d theta. This is the notation which can given the double integration in polar coordinates. So now let us move into the question, that is how to find the double integration in polar coordinates. The first question is evaluate integral 0 to a sin theta, integral 0 to pi r dr d theta. So now in order to find out this double integration, so as we said already, generally we integrate first with respect to r, then with respect to theta. In a very few cases the order will change, but mostly we will do the integration first with respect to r only, then with respect to theta. So hence the first limits are representing r limits, that is from 0 to a sin theta, and the second integration limits are the theta limits, that is from 0 to pi. So now let us evaluate this. Integral 0 to pi, integral 0 to a sin theta r dr d theta is equal to integral 0 to pi. The inner integration is integral 0 to a sin theta r dr, then d theta. So let us do the integration first with respect to r. So now what is integral r dr is equal to r square by 2 between the limits r is equal to 0 to a sin theta. That need to integrate with respect to theta between the limits 0 to pi. So here we are doing first with respect to r, means here we need to keep theta constant. First to do with respect to r, substitute the limits, and in the resultant then we need to do with respect to theta between the limits of theta. So hence here this will be equal to integral 0 to pi, and here r dr, r integration is r square by 2, where r limits are from 0 to a sin theta d theta. That is equal to integral theta is equal to 0 to pi, substitute the upper limit, that is r is equal to a sin theta, r square means a square sin square theta by 2, minus lower limit, what lower limit will be equal to, if you substitute r 0, the lower limit becomes 0. So therefore we got this is equal to integral theta is equal to 0 to pi a square by 2 sin square theta d theta. So take a square by 2 outside the integration since it is a constant. So now how to write sin square theta as? We all know that sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. So replace that. Now do the integration with respect to theta. So take 1 by 2 again outside the integration, which becomes a square by 4. Remaining is integral 1 d theta, that is theta, minus cos 2 theta integration is sin 2 theta by 2. Limits are 0 to pi. Substitute the limits now. A square by pi. First term, that is in theta, upper limit is a pi, lower limit is a 0, minus, and substitute theta is equal to pi, sin 2 pi, that is equal to 0, minus lower limit sin 0 again is 0. So therefore what is the answer you got is equal to a square pi by 4. Now let's move to the next question. Evaluate integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, integral 0 to 2 cos theta r square dr d theta. So as well, we need to find out first the integration with respect to r, then with respect to theta. So which gives integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, r square with respect to r integration is r cube by 3 between the limits 0 to 2 cos theta into d theta. So now substituting the limits, upper limit is 2 cos theta, lower limit is 0. So you can take 1 by 3 outside the integration. Integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Substituting 2 cos theta, r cube means 2 cos theta whole cube, which is 8 cos cube theta, minus r is equal to 0 means 0 d theta, which can be written as 8 by 3 into integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 cos cube theta d theta. So now need to integrate this with respect to theta. So now to evaluate this, since the limits are in the form of minus a to a f of x dx. So in order to make this as simple, if you check f of x and if you know whether f of x is even or odd, then we can evaluate the value easily. So here the function is cos cube theta. We all know that cos is a even function. That means whenever even, the value will be equal to 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx, whenever f of x is even. If it is odd means the value will be equal to 0. By taking this, let us calculate. Here clearly it is an even function. So therefore the integral can be written as 8 by 3 into 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2 cos cube theta d theta. So now what is the value of this? We have that formulas for that. Integral cos power n theta d theta, limits are from 0 to pi by 2. The value of this is equal to n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2, so on 2 by 3 if n is odd, and n minus n by n minus 3 by n minus 2, so on 1 by 2 into pi by 2 if n is even. We can apply this to find out the value. So here the integration takes the form integral 0 to pi by 2 cos cube theta d theta. Here what n value is 3 means n is odd, need to apply this. So n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. So here itself we are getting this term. 8 into 2 is 16 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 1. So which is equal to 32 by 9. Right? So here we have used this formula in order to evaluate integral 0 to pi by 2 cos cube theta d theta. So since n is odd, by taking n is equal to 3, 3 minus 1 by 2, which is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into 1. So once you got to 2 by 3, next you need to write into 1. So the answer will be equal to 16 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 1, that is equal to 32 by 9. Now the same evaluation but over the region. Previous the two questions are with limits given in the question. Now the limits are not given the region bounded by the circles. The question is evaluate double integration r cube dr d theta over the area bounded between the circles r is equal to 2 cos theta and r is equal to 4 cos theta. So now in order to see what these are circles, so let us understand the circles first, that is r is equal to 2 cos theta and r is equal to 4 cos theta. The same circles have the given r is equal to 2 cos theta and r is equal to 4 cos theta. So let us convert this into Cartesian form and understand what the circle they are. We all know that r is equal to x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. So that x square plus y square is equal to r square. So now by using this, let us consider r is equal to 2 cos theta. So multiply both sides with r, becomes r square is equal to 2r cos theta. What meant by r square is x square plus y square is equal to 2 into r cos theta, that is x, which can be written as x square minus 2x plus y square is equal to 0, which further can be written as x minus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to 1. So that means in this we will take plus 1 minus 1. So x minus 2x plus 1 can be written as x minus 1 whole square plus y square, and minus 1 can be taken to the RHS. So this gives the circle. General form of the circle is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. Comparing to that, it is a circle with the center 1 comma 0, that is a comma b, and a radius r is equal to 1. In the similar way, take the second circle, that is r is equal to 4 cos theta, multiply both sides with r, that gives r square is equal to 4r cos theta. How to write r square as x square plus y square. 4 into r cos theta is x, which can be written as x minus 4x plus y square is equal to 0. Now this can be written as x minus 2 whole square plus 4 minus 4 we have did here plus y square, and minus 4 can be taken to the RHS, which becomes plus 4. So comparing with the general form of the circle, here what is center is equal to 2 comma 0. Radius, this is r square, can be written as 2 square. So hence radius is equal to 2. So means the first circle is with the center 1 0 with radius 1, and the second circle is the circle with center 2 0 and radius is equal to 2. So now need to draw the region corresponding to the circles. So the first circle is having the center 1 0. Let us take this as a 1, means representing 1 0. So let us with radius of 1. Now center 2 0. Let us take this as 2 0. Need to draw the other circle getting this center, which is 2 0 with radius 2. So that's what we got this. The first circle is with the center 1 0, and the second circle is with center 2 comma 0. Here this is the point 2 0. 1 0 2 0. So just to understand what those circles, we have converted that into Cartesian, but we need to evaluate this in polar coordinates only. So here this gives the area or the region of area is nothing but it is bounded between these two circles, which is nothing but the area which is shaded in the figure gives the region of integration. So as we know that first we need to integrate with respect to r. So take the radius OPQ, where r varies from P to Q. Why to P to Q? This is the region. This is the region part which gives the region of integration. So that's what r varies from P to Q. Therefore, what is the PQ is varied the cover area between the circles. R is equal to this circle. What that circle is 2 cos theta, to the other circle, the circle is 4 cos theta. And need to cover the entire area. This need to this how to give this entire area. That means this strip need to travel from this point to right? This point to this point. Means what the limits of theta will be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So those are the limits. So therefore the given integration, that is double integral r cube dr d theta is equal to integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, integral 2 cos theta to 4 cos theta r cube dr d theta. So first let's integrate with respect to r. That gives integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. R cube integration is r power 4 by 4. Upper limit is 4 cos theta, lower limit is 2 cos theta. That is equal to, so take 1 by 4 outside the integration. Integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Upper limit r power 4 means 4 power 4 cos power 4 theta minus lower limit 2 power 4 cos power 4 theta d theta. That is equal to 1 by 4 integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. 4 power 4 is 256. 2 power 4 16. 256 minus 16 into, you can take common cos power 4 theta d theta. So which is equal to 256 minus 16 is equal to 240 divided by 4, can be taken outside the integration. Remaining is integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta d theta. So just now by using the formula, integration 0 to pi by 2 cos power n theta d theta, when n is even, n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2, so on 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So need to write the formula up to 1 by 2. Thereafter immediately into pi by 2 you have to write. So now what is n is equal to 4. 4 minus 1, that is a 3 by n, 4 into 4 minus 3, that is a 1 by 4 minus 2, that is a 2. 1 by 2 you got into pi by 2. That is 240 by 4 is 60 into, what we got this as into 2, because here again cos power 4 theta is an even function. So therefore we can write integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 as 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta d theta. Now apply the formula. You got 60 into 2, that is equal to 120. And the value of integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta d theta is equal to 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So on simplification, you got the answer is equal to 45 pi by 2. So this is the way to find out double integration in polar coordinates. So now we'll see how to change the variables in double integrals. So first of all, what is the use of this? We all know how to find out a double integration. What way they are given? That means either in Cartesian or anything else. But here we are changing the variables. Why? What is the need is? Means the evaluation of double integrals sometimes becomes simpler if the variables of integrals are transformed suitably in new variables. That means in order to make the integration easy, you can do this. That means we can change the variables either from Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates or to some variables u and v. So let us change of variables from x, y, that is Cartesian, to some variables u and v. How to do this? Means let us consider an integration double integral over r fxy dx dy. And suppose x is equal to g of u comma v, y is equal to h of u comma v be the transformations. Then what is dx dy is equal to det of j du dv. What is j is Jacobian. That is j is equal to dou of x comma y by dou of u comma v. So after this transformation, the double integral is converted to, that is double integral over r fxy dx dy is equal to double integral over r f of u comma v det of j into du dv. Not det of j here, modulus of j, that means we need to take absolute value. Now the second one is how to change the variables from Cartesian to polar coordinates. Let us consider the double integral over r fxy dx dy. So in this transformation, we need to take x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta with the transformation from Cartesian to polar coordinates. Then what dx dy is equal to modulus of j dr d theta. Modulus of j means absolute value of g, where j is Jacobian and is given by Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta. that is equal to dou of xy by dou of r comma theta, which we call it as Jacobian of transformation. And here what j is equal to, and we all know that dou of x comma y by dou of r comma theta can be written as dou x by dou r. The first row, what the first row is? Dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta. Second row is dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta. So where what is x and y are? X is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. So write on the first row, dou x by dou r with respect to r means cos theta, dou x by dou theta with respect to theta means r into cos theta derivatives minus sin theta. Second row, dou y by dou r, y is r sin theta with respect to r is sin theta, dou y by dou theta, that is r cos theta. Finding the determinant of this matrix, det of this matrix is equal to cos theta into r cos theta, r cos square theta minus r sin theta into sin theta, that is minus r square sin theta. So minus into minus is plus. If you take r square common, we got cos square theta plus sin square theta, that is equal to r square. So therefore, here we need to take the absolute value of here r only, not r square. So therefore, what is j value here is r. So therefore, the given integration, that is Cartesian form, can be written as a double integral over r fxy dx dy is equal to double integral over r converted to polar form, and dx dy is replaced with r dr d theta. That is j dr d theta. J value got it as r. So now let us discuss the question in this. How to evaluate by changing the given integration into polar coordinates. So which given by integral 0 to 2a, integral 0 to root of 2ax minus x square plus y square dy dx. So now this is the given integration, and since the limits are in terms of x, therefore the representing y limits 0 to root of 2ax minus x square. Now take y is equal to root of 2ax minus x square. On making squaring on both side and simplifying, you got this, which is a circle with center a comma 0 and radius a, right? Now what about x's? Varies from 0 to 2a. X limits are from 0 to 2a. So here you can see the figure. It is a circle having the center a comma 0 and x limits are from 0 to a. Clearly the region is nothing but the region of integration is nothing but upper semicircle, which is dotted area in the figure. Now to change into polar coordinates, we need to put x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. If you take this transformation, we got x square plus y square is equal to r square, and x square plus y square minus 2ax is equal to r square minus 2a r cos theta, which gives r into r minus 2a cos theta. Therefore, r gives r is equal to 0, r is equal to 2a cos theta. Therefore, r varies from 0 to 2a cos theta, and theta, what about theta? The line, this is theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to pi by 2. To cover this area, need to take from initial point to this point, that is theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 2. So hence the given integration becomes integral 0 to 2a, integral 0 to root of 2x minus x square plus y square dy dx is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2, integral 0 to 2a cos theta, x square plus y square, that is r square, dy dx or dx dy replaced with r dr d theta. So now r square into r is r cube. Integrate first with respect to r. R cube integration is r power 4 by 4. Substitute the limits on r, that is 0 to 2a cos theta into d theta. So that gives 1 by 3 into integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Substituting the upper limit 2a power 4, 1 by 4 cos power 4 theta, lower limit is 0. Now this is equal to, take the constant outside the integration, which you use 16a power 4 by 4 integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta d theta. So now we can use the formula integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power n theta d theta. If n is even, now what is n is even? N minus 1 by n minus 3 by n minus 2. So on 1 by 2 into pi by 2. By taking n is equal to 4, you got this is 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. And 4 minus 3 is 1 by 4 minus 2 is 2, 1 by 2, immediately into pi by 2. So on simplification, you got the value is equal to 3 a power 4 pi by 4. So if you do the same question in Cartesian, the simplification is very difficult. So once you converted this into polar form, so see how the simplification becomes easy. So hence, in this lecture, what we have learned is, we have got the idea about the evaluation of double integrals in polar coordinates and how to change the variables in double integrals. Thank you.